You wake up in the morning, and the room feels unusually quiet. The signal that used to be so familiar to a man does not appear. We often blame age, but in truth your body is whispering, your circulation needs to be awakened. Look back at your everyday morning routine. You open your eyes and immediately reach for your phone. You jump out of bed in a hurry, and you take a quick sip of coffee on an empty stomach. After a full night of sleep, your body is dehydrated. Your blood is a little thicker and nitric oxide. The key that opens your blood vessels is at a low level. Coffee on an empty stomach makes those vessels constrict even more. Cortisol shoots up, and the masculine signal gets pushed down. Repeat this again and again, and the lining of your blood vessels becomes less responsive, until one day you notice that everything has gone quiet. I am Dr. Laura Bennett. I do not promise miracles. I believe in simple physiology and small habits done at the right time. Blood vessels can be retrained. And just 3 minutes after you wake up, yes, 3 minutes are enough to send your body the signal it has been waiting for. Picture tomorrow morning. First, take a warm sip of water with a pinch of minerals to wake up the flow. Then move your ankles through a few gentle flexes and extensions, and let your torso sway lightly to pump blood back where it needs to go. Finish with 3 to 5 slow belly breaths to open the nitric oxide pathway. No gadgets, no pain, no noise. It is just you and your natural rhythm. If you feel skeptical, that is good. Give your body 7 days. Write down how you feel upon waking. Is your mind clearer? Is your pelvis comfortably warm? Does a small ray of confidence slip in like morning sunlight? Those small changes are your blood vessels answering you. Age does not define you. Your habits define you. Stay with me a few more minutes. I will show you the 3-minute ritual, why it works, and how to apply it starting tomorrow morning. It is very possible that beginning tomorrow you will hear the signal you thought you had lost a long time ago. After a long night, your body enters the morning like a garden short on water. Your blood is slightly thicker, and nitric oxide, the switch that opens the vessels, is low. Yet many of us start the day with 3 squeezes on the system, standing up too quickly, skipping water, and drinking coffee on an empty stomach. A few small habits repeated daily are enough to make the endothelium, the inner lining of your vessels, less responsive, and the morning male signal gradually goes silent. Imagine your circulation as a network of tiny irrigation tubes. The male region is made up of the smallest tubes of all. A little dehydration, shallow breathing, and a poorly timed sip of coffee are enough to weaken the flow. This is not that you are less of a man. The order of signals is simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. I am Dr. Laura Bennett. I do not promise anything magical. I believe in a gentle physiology, warm water, plus a small pinch of minerals to soften the flow. A few ankle pumps and light torso sways to switch on the venous return, and 3 to 5 slow belly breaths to open the nitric oxide gate. Then let coffee come after a bit of real food. When the order is correct, your body will answer. If you have ever felt disappointed by a morning that was too quiet, please do not blame yourself. No one taught us morning vascular hygiene. Starting today, simply change the opening sequence. Water first, breathing first, vessel activation first, coffee later. Give your body 7 days, and listen closely. Your head feels lighter, your body feels warmer, and confidence returns. Like early sunlight, age does not turn off your inner light. Correct habits are the switch. In the next part, I will give you a specific 3-minute ritual you can do right on the bed before you even touch the coffee maker. It takes only 3 minutes, which is about 180 seconds, to reset the tone of your whole day. Now comes the most important part, the 3-minute ritual. 3 small movements in the right physiological order, done as soon as you wake up. We are not hacking the body. We are resetting the signals so the endothelium opens naturally. The flow becomes smoother, and the male reflex wakes up on time. Begin gently, as if you were opening the curtains to let in the first light. When you wake, do not jump up. Sit on the bed and drink warm or room temperature water, about 10 to 14 fluid ounces, which is 300 to 400 milliliters. Taking slow sips, so the water can soften your system after the night. If your physician has not restricted sodium, you may add a very small pinch of unrefined mineral salt, gray sea salt, or pink salt to nudge your electrolytes and nerve conduction. Warm water helps soften blood viscosity after sleep and reduces the workload on the heart, while trace minerals support the membrane potential of the smooth muscle cells in your vessel walls. You will feel warmer and clearer within seconds. If you have kidney disease, hypertension, or have been advised to limit sodium, simply use plain, warm water. Do not postpone the habit just because you lack the pinch of salt. The key is that water comes before coffee, the way a musical intro must arrive before the singer starts. Once your system feels rehydrated, wake up the return pump in a gentle way. Still, at the edge of the bed, flex and extend your ankles as if pressing into the floor, about 15 to 20 repetitions per side, to recruit the calf muscles, your second heart, and push blood back toward the torso to prevent pooling when you stand. Then lean your torso slightly forward and back for about 12 to 15 smooth swings, without shrugging your shoulders or tensing your neck to activate the pelvic floor, the subtle valve for venous return in the pelvis. Finish with 5 cycles of slow belly breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, so the belly gently rises. Hold for 2 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds, so the belly falls and your shoulders melt. Just a few correct breaths can lift endogenous nitric oxide, calm the sympathetic drive, and let you leave the cortisol surge behind. If you tend to feel lightheaded when changing posture, complete this activation while lying on your back with a comfortable pillow. Place your hands on your abdomen to feel the air move. Then sit up gradually and pause for 10 to 15 seconds before standing. Signs that you are doing this correctly include gradually warm hands and feet, a lighter head, and longer, smoother breaths. When the 2 doors, water and vessels, are open, you can optimize the hormonal bridge, so coffee becomes a friend rather than a constrictor. Before breakfast, while your stomach is still light, take 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 15 milliliters, mixed with the juice of half a fresh lemon, and sip it slowly. Then wait about 15 to 20 minutes before having coffee, ideally with a little real food. 2 eggs for choline, a cup of Greek yogurt, or a small handful of almonds are all solid choices. Monounsaturated fat from olive oil lays down a physiological buffer for caffeine and helps prevent transient vessel constriction that often happens when coffee hits an empty stomach. Vitamin C from lemon supports the nitric oxide pathway and offers a touch of antioxidant support for the endothelium. If your stomach is sensitive, reduce the lemon or skip it. If you do not tolerate olive oil, use avocado oil, a few slices of ripe avocado, or simply eat a small bite of protein first. The principle does not change. Let healthy fat and real food come before coffee. Many people ask, how long until I feel something different? The honest answer is that the body often responds quickly when you speak its language. For the first 2 to 3 days, you may urinate a little more often. That is a sign that your fluids are rebalancing. From days 3 to 7, you will likely notice a lighter head, a gentle warmth through the pelvis, and morning focus, switching on like a lamp. Sometimes the male signal appears fleetingly, but clearly enough to make you smile. By the 2nd week, most people feel steady breaths grow longer, alertness is more stable, and the signal becomes more consistent. This is the biological rhythm of endothelial cells. They like gentle repetition, not noise, and they regain sensitivity when you send the same correct message each morning. I still encourage my patients to keep a small notebook or a note on the phone. Record the wake time, whether you completed the 3 steps, how you felt 10 minutes later in your head and pelvis, your confidence on a scale from 0 to 5, and a brief line about your previous night's sleep. After just 14 days of tracking, you will see the curve trending upward. Once your eyes see it, your mind believes it, and your hands will keep doing the work. Safety always comes first. If you are taking blood pressure medication or blood thinners, you can still practice this because these are gentle interventions. But stand up slowly, listen to your body, and inform your treating physician if anything unusual occurs. If you have acid reflux, adjust the amount of lemon or switch to a few slices of ginger in warm water for comfort. If you are in a rush, one morning, a cup of warm water of about 8 to 9 fluid ounces, which is about 250 milliliters, is still valuable. The essential point is the sequence, water and breathing. First, vessel activation. Next, coffee last. Do not tense your body or swing forcefully. The endothelium prefers rhythm and does not like jerky movements. Do not jump out of bed the moment you open your eyes. Give your body 30 to 60 seconds to allow blood to redistribute after the priming movements. And do not let coffee take the first seat. Coffee remains a great friend when it arrives at the right time, alongside a small bite of real food. I want to share a short story with you. Mr. Koa, 68 years old, once told me that his mornings had only one sacred thing: very strong coffee. He laughed and said, "That is the only way I feel awake." But behind the laughter was a long, quiet stretch. He tried this 3-minute ritual with a bit of skepticism. Water first, ankle flexes and extensions, a gentle torso sway, 5 belly breaths, 1 tablespoon of olive oil with the juice of half a lemon. Then wait, eat 2 eggs, and only then take his coffee. On the 10th day, he messaged me, "I do not remember when I last had a morning signal. Today I did." He did not change who he was. He only changed the opening of the song. And the endothelium answered. In short, the 3-minute ritual is a very simple sequence, warm water optionally, with a small pinch of minerals to soften the flow. Gentle movements of the ankles and torso, together with slow belly breathing to switch on the venous return and increase nitric oxide. A healthy fat buffer before coffee enters, so your hormonal axis runs smoothly, and cortisol does not spike for no reason. Everything is wrapped into 3 minutes, which is 180 seconds, and you do it every morning like brushing your teeth. Quiet, uncomplicated, and steady. The rest is letting physiology do its job. When the right signal arrives at the right time, vessels open, flow returns, and your strength returns naturally. In the next part, I will lean into the emotional peak of this journey. Why week 2 is often the turning point. Why the return of confidence can change your posture, your gaze, and your relationships. And most importantly, how to keep the rhythm when you are busy traveling or coming off a sleepless night. We will not chase tricks. We will move with the body, slow and steady, so every morning opens like a new promise. The moment you step into week 2 often arrives very quietly. There are no fireworks, no drums. It is simply a morning when you open your eyes and notice that your body answers earlier than usual. A discreet warmth spreads across the lower abdomen. Your breathing naturally deepens, and your mind brightens, as if someone just pulled open the curtains. Many gentlemen tell me that this moment feels like hearing a familiar song they thought they had lost. There is no loud excitement. There is only a small smile and a different look in the mirror. From that calm place, confidence rises, not the kind that forces itself, but a deeper, steadier confidence that makes you stand taller, walk more firmly, and speak with a warmer, lower tone. I always tell my patients the return of the morning signal is not only a physiological story. It is a reply letter from your vascular system to the man who has patiently spoken the body's language for many days. When you put water first, wake up the return pump, extend your breaths so the nitric oxide door opens on time, and treat coffee gently, you are doing something greater than a trick for better erections. You are telling your body, "I am on your side." Your body recognizes that and answers with a signal that steadies the heart, a signal of capability, of sufficiency, of worth. I remember a follow-up visit where a 70-plus gentleman arrived 10 minutes early just to sit quietly. When I invited him in, he said, "Doctor, I was not in a hurry to check anything this morning. I just knew it was there." Then he smiled kindly and added that on the way to see me, he did not honk even once. That small detail said a lot. When the vessels open at the right time, the body does not need to shout. It becomes smoother and softer, and our human side, our temper, our generosity, the way we listen to the person next to us shifts with it. His wife told me his gaze was less tense, his sighs were fewer, and their dinner conversations were longer. I did not prescribe that. The 3-minute ritual and his consistency did that work. But I also want you to be ready for something completely normal. Not every day will shine. There will be rainy mornings, a sleepless night, a late appointment, or a dinner that was too late, and the next morning's signal may be weaker. Do not quickly conclude that everything is back to zero. Biology has its own rhythm. A few steps back. Do not erase the upward path. Look at the trend, not a single dot. You have already taught your body to receive the signal. It will not forget because of one change in weather. Your job is to return to the correct sequence the next morning. Water first, breathing first, vessel activation first, coffee last, and give the vascular system time to hear again. The true peak moment for many people is not about the strength of the reflex, but about the return of the feeling of being yourself. Some tell me they start choosing a crisp shirt again, putting on shoes they have not worn for a while, and suddenly wanting to walk 5 more minutes after lunch. Those tiny choices are quiet evidence that masculine strength does not live in only one place in the body. It travels with how we treat ourselves throughout the day. That is why the 3-minute ritual does not end after 3 minutes. It sets the key for the entire song. When the opening is in tune, you naturally play the rest of the piece well. If you are starting to feel that bright point, use it to anchor a simple mental cue. Each morning after you finish the ritual, stand in front of the mirror, take a deep breath, and say softly, just loud enough for yourself to hear, "I move with my body." That small sentence helps your brain link the warm, clear sensations to a new identity. A man who is proactive, patient, and respectful of his own physiology. When identity shifts, habits endure. When habits endure, results become character. Do not be afraid to share the journey with your partner. Many couples tell me that a short conversation before bed, "Tomorrow I will wake up 5 minutes earlier to do the ritual," makes them feel like a team. Intimacy does not begin in the bedroom. It begins with how we look at each other in the evening, with a gentle note, with turning the lights off on time so the body earns its sleep for the next morning. When you invite your partner to join, the 3-minute ritual stops being a solo task. It becomes a shared promise. Every day we choose to move together. Safety always comes first. If you are taking blood pressure medication or blood thinners, you can still practice this because these are gentle interventions. But stand up slowly, listen to your body, and inform your treating physician if anything unusual occurs. If you have acid reflux, adjust the amount of lemon or switch to a few slices of ginger in warm water for comfort. If you are in a rush, one morning, half a cup of warm water, about 4 fluid ounces, which is about 120 milliliters, is still worthwhile. The essential point is the order: water and breathing first, vessel activation. Next, coffee last. Do not tense your body or swing forcefully. The endothelium prefers rhythm and does not like jerky movements. Do not jump out of bed the moment you open your eyes. Give your body 30 to 60 seconds to allow blood to redistribute after the priming movements. And do not let coffee take the first seat. It remains a great friend when it arrives at the right time alongside a small bite of real food. I want to share a short story with you. Mr. Koa, 68 years old, once told me that his morning had only one sacred thing: very strong coffee. He laughed and said, "That is the only way I feel awake." But behind the laughter was a long, quiet stretch. He tried this 3-minute ritual with a bit of skepticism. Water first, ankle flexes and extensions, a gentle torso, sway, 5 belly breaths, 1 tablespoon of olive oil with the juice of half a lemon. Then he waited, ate 2 eggs, and then took his coffee. On the 10th day he messaged me, "I do not remember the last time I had a morning signal. Today I did." He did not change who he was. He only changed the opening of the song. And the endothelium answered. In short, the 3-minute ritual is a very simple sequence: warm water optionally, with a small pinch of minerals to soften the flow, gentle movements of the ankles and torso together, with slow belly breathing to switch on venous return and increase nitric oxide, and a healthy fat buffer before coffee enters, so the hormonal axis runs smoothly. And cortisol does not spike for no reason. Everything is wrapped into 3 minutes, which is 180 seconds. And you do it every morning like brushing your teeth. Quiet, uncomplicated, and steady. The rest is letting physiology do its job. When the right signal arrives at the right time, vessels open, flow returns, and your strength returns naturally. In the next part, I will help you lock in the results. How to care for your nights to amplify your mornings, what to avoid before bedtime, how to adapt when traveling or dealing with jet lag, and finally, an invitation to join the Men Over 60 Vitality community, where science meets strength. So age is no longer a limit, but a launch pad. We have completed a full circle from the body's quiet signal to the true cause in the endothelium and circulation, and then to the 3-minute ritual that restores morning order. Before we say goodbye, I want to lock in your progress with a few evening notes, because night is when the body repairs, and morning is when the body performs. Go to bed as if you are preparing for an important meeting tomorrow. Turn off screens 60 to 90 minutes earlier. Keep the room cool and dark. Choose to sleep on your back or your side so the pelvis is not compressed, and wear breathable underwear or none if possible. Do not drink too much water right before bed to avoid waking up to urinate. Instead, hydrate well during the day so your kidneys and heart are comfortable as you sleep. A few slow belly breaths before closing your eyes will serve as a gentle prelude for the parasympathetic system, so that tomorrow morning, your nitric oxide rises in tune. There will be days when you travel cross time zones or sleep less than usual. Do not consider that a failure. Simply keep the backbone of the routine. In the morning, drink warm water first. Activate the return pump with your ankles and pelvic floor. Breathe slowly and deeply, and let coffee come afterward with a little real food. If time is extremely tight, use the 1-minute version, half a cup of warm water, about 4 fluid ounces, which is about 120 milliliters, 10 ankle flexes and extensions, and 3 long belly breaths. That alone is enough for your body to recognize that you are still speaking its language. If you have chronic conditions or take medications, you can still practice this gentle approach, as long as you listen to your body and consult your physician if anything unusual appears. I would like to invite you to a small challenge that can change your mornings for the entire year. 7 consecutive days of the 3-minute ritual, along with a short note each morning about how clear your head feels, how warm your pelvis feels, and how confident you feel. If you notice any change, even something as simple as my head feels slightly lighter or the morning feels unusually warm, write to me in the comments. Your words will not only strengthen your resolve, but also lift up the many men who are quietly finding their way. This is not a speed race. It is a return to a version of yourself that is strong, steady, and kind. If this video is helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you do not miss the next episodes. We will continue with very practical topics: nighttime vessel care, supporting liver and metabolic health after 60 point, how to build breakfast that steadies blood sugar while maintaining nitric oxide levels, and how to maintain vascular point, endurance with light training. For now, close the day with a good night's sleep so tomorrow you can begin on the right note. Water first, breathing first, vessel activation first, coffee after. Age does not define you. Your habits define you. See you in the next episode where science meets strength after 60 so that every morning of yours opens like a promise.